Good morning, everyone. We want to welcome you to our Board of Supervisors meeting. I'm going to turn it over to the clerk for a quick announcement.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 County of San Diego Annual Volunteer Recognition Ceremony. We'd like to begin today's ceremony by presenting a brief video on volunteerism in the County of San Diego.
Here at the county, we don't just support volunteerism, we deeply appreciate it. We recognize the time individuals give is an act of service. It's a service to your community, to civic participation. It makes our county stronger, and we are so grateful.
Hi, can I help you with anything? Hi, my name is Betty Unibe, and I'm a volunteer for the San Diego County Library. I happened to visit the Santee Friends of the Library store, and I loved it. It was such a wonderful experience. The people were wonderful, and I said, this is what I will do when I retire, and I did. The money that we make here in the store goes to our local branch. It's exciting to see people come in and find a book that they've been looking for. It makes me feel good that even when things are not going so great in the world, that you know in your local little sphere that you're doing something to help other people and yourself. It's fun. I've discovered that had I not been a teacher for 36 years, I would have loved to have been a librarian, just didn't know it.
Volunteers bring us firsthand knowledge, expertise, and lived experiences from the very communities we serve. Volunteers make for better county government and healthier and stronger communities. Thank you for everything that you do.
It's your first time to the park?
I'm a volunteer at Otay Lakes County Park. I've lived in San Diego about 19 years, and I figured a few years ago, hey, it's my time. It's my time to give back, and I'm really glad and feel really grateful in order to have that opportunity with the county. It's really been a really wonderful experience. The park is darn near 100 years old. I mean, this park is beautiful and has amazing, amazing history. You get to work with the community, clear trails, just make sure the park's looking great. And then sometimes what we'll do is we'll say, hey, let's put a barbecue here, let's put a fence over here, let's plant some trees. I really love giving back to the community. It's really fulfilling.
Volunteers provide a significant value to the county and our community. Their contributions are worth more than $30 million each and every year.
I'm Molly Kuling.
And I'm Bill Kuling, and we're volunteers for Animal Services. I was a mailman for 37 years, and I figured what better job, instead of running from dogs, now I walk them. When we get done volunteering, we feel really good about what we've done, and we know we're helping the animals that maybe had the best home or down on their luck, and we come in here and help them to find a better place to live.
We enjoy working with the animals and with the people. I knew I was going to be retiring in a few years and something to fill my time, so I wanted to volunteer and help the animals.
Just knowing that I'm helping out and doing something positive with my time.
Volunteering gives individuals opportunities to receive training and work experience to help jumpstart careers.
I'm Amanda Bates, and I'm a volunteer with the Foster Youth Mentor Program. I work with youth who are placed in foster care, being an adult that works with them. I've done going to the library, applying for colleges and scholarships, homework, school projects, going to their sporting events. Well, I kind of grew up around the system, so my dad was a county social worker who's retired now. I love the feeling of giving back, being able to be that significant adult for youth who don't have other people or don't have the positive role models.
I'm so thankful for the county's volunteers. Volunteers are the backbone of the county. Animal services, libraries, parks, even the sheriff's department can't do it without you. Your volunteerism makes the difference in our community. You help lift us, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks to the County Communications Office for their work in producing that video. Good morning, Chair Fletcher, members of the Board of Supervisors, and members of county staff, and to our honorees and their loved ones. I welcome you to the County of San Diego's annual Volunteer Recognition Ceremony. Annually, we recognize department programs and honor individuals who have provided outstanding volunteer service. The County Volunteer Program is department-based, and we want to acknowledge the department heads who support these programs and the department volunteer coordinators who keep these programs strong. The individuals who are being honored today have been nominated by their respective departments for having provided outstanding service. They are representative of close to 5,000 volunteers who have contributed over $16 million of service to the residents of San Diego County last year alone. We are thankful for the work that you've done and for all the volunteers who have made this county a better place. Chair Fletcher.
Thank you, Andrew, and thank you all for being here. We talk a lot in the County of San Diego about the noblest motive is the public good, but I think the noblest action is those of you who volunteer your time and energy to help serve the public good. And as a county, we are incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. We also know that each of you represents many others who give their time to help us assist in that basic belief that we can serve one another in a sense of community. After the last few years where there's been so much difficulty and hardship, to look out and see people who come together from all over our county, from all walks of life and different departments and divisions, really means a great deal and shows us that we are all in this together. No matter where we come from or how we go about our lives, we do care deeply about this community. And so we are thrilled that you are all here on one of our favorite days. As we begin this celebration, the colors this morning will be presented by the San Diego Sheriff's Senior Volunteer Patrol Honor Guard, and I would ask everyone in the chambers to please stand. Now I would like to introduce Jasmine Mendoza, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, to be followed immediately by Olivia Mitchell, who will sing our national anthem.
Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please retire the colors.
Forward, march.
Thank you. Let's give Olivia, Jasmine, and our color guard another wonderful round of applause. All right, you can be seated. Please be seated. At this time, we will present the Proclamation for Volunteer Recognition Month. I would like to invite all of the supervisors and the departmental volunteer coordinators who are present to join us at the podium to recognize our coordinators, a key element in making this successful. And I want to remind everyone, please hold your conversations while we work through and honor and recognize all of the components of this year's ceremony. Accepting the proclamation will be Marilyn Guides, Countywide Volunteer Coordinator and the Clerk of the Board Office. So I ask all the supervisors to please join me at the podium. Good morning. Give everyone a chance to come down.
Walking with you.
All right, we all set? Wonderful. I'm proud to recognize today the contributions of our amazing San Diego County volunteer coordinators. Volunteering has been and continues to be woven in the spirit and tradition of our nation and our county, and the volunteers who participate in the community enrich the quality of life for everyone across San Diego County. We at the county want to recognize and thank the many individuals and organizations who selflessly volunteer their time, their energy, and their expertise. The department volunteer coordinators are to be commended for their tremendous success in recruiting, managing, and motivating the volunteers. The clerk of the board reported that during fiscal year 21-22, 5,216 volunteers added service valued at nearly $16 million to the county. $16 million. You can applaud that. But as I alluded to earlier, it's not just the dollar amount. It is the spirit that it brings. It is people coming together to help and advance the mission of our county government. We know the volunteers are a part of our strength, and so therefore let it be proclaimed by Chair, that's me, and all the members of the Board of Supervisors here with me on this 26th day of April 2022 that we commend San Diego County volunteers for their outstanding service, leadership, and commitment to San Diego community and the well-being of our area residents. And in honor of their many tremendous achievements, do hereby proclaim the month of April to be San Diego County Volunteer Appreciation Month throughout San Diego County. Congratulations so very, very much. Here to accept the proclamation is Marilyn Guides, Countywide Volunteer Coordinator, accompanied by departmental volunteer coordinators. And Marilyn, we call on you and welcome you here. There you are right there behind you. Please share a few words.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Chair and the members of the board. The County Volunteer Program continues to thrive because of the support of the Board of Supervisors and the efforts of the volunteer coordinators. But most of all, it's because of the volunteers like you who share your time and talents in providing valuable service to the county and the communities that you serve. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all of you.
Ask my colleagues if they would like to say anything. You don't have to.
Just real briefly.
Please.
I just wanted to say thank you to all the volunteers for stepping up. And somebody once asked me, how do you get to be the mayor or supervisor, and how all that happened? And I just started volunteering. So be careful. Thank you.
Yes, I just wanted to say again, thank you, especially during this last year that was such a tough year for so many. We were in the middle of a pandemic, and yet you took the time to, in addition to everything that was going on, to volunteer for our communities in such a difficult time. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because it means a lot to all of us. And so we appreciate you, because you already do a fantastic job. And to do that, and then to all of the volunteers, muchísimas gracias desde el fondo de mi corazón. You all are amazing. We appreciate you and we love you. Gracias.
I
I just want to say thank you as well. And I reflect a lot on what community means, and particularly over the last few years where people have been so isolated and really turned inward. And, you know, I think we've often seen sort of the disintegration of those networks that bind us. And what I think is so extraordinary about what you all do is you're fighting that. You are building those networks, you're building those relationships, you are building community, and you are doing the work to keep us in community with each other, no matter how difficult that has been and continues to be. So thank you so much for your work and your service, and I am so grateful.
I live in the unincorporated area of the county, and I know firsthand the important role that you all play in how you improve our lives, lift my constituents and me in my district. And I just really appreciate you taking time to give back to your neighbors to make us an incredible community. So thank you so much for all your volunteerism.
All right, let's give all of our coordinators one more round of applause. And before I turn it over to the clerk, in a minute when we walk through and recognize individual ones, pay special attention and listen to the role that they play, because there are so many things that we do as a county that have so much impact, and so many things we do as a county that often folks are unaware of. And the fact that people volunteer to pretty much every aspect of county operations is really meaningful. With that, let me turn it back over to the clerk.
Chair Fletcher, members of the board, I'm honored to present the 2022 County Volunteers of the Year. As I call out the honorees' names, I would invite the department head and volunteer coordinator to come forward and join your honoree.
Okay, here, we'll get the coordinators first. All the coordinators climb in. Here we go. You gotta hold it, that's yours. Get all the supervisors.
I'm good in a second.
Okay.
Bring it from me if you like. That's fine.
We will begin with the Assessor Recorder County Clerk's Office to recognize Mapuana Marlene Abel. Mapuana started volunteering at a time the department needed her most. As the Assessor Recorder County Clerk's Office began to reopen, she provided immeasurable relief, volunteering 117 hours to the East County branch, where she performed civil marriage ceremonies during the influx of customers. Colleagues and customers gravitated towards her welcoming demeanor, willingness to lend a helping hand, fun personality, and warm smile. Congratulations, Mapuana. Keith Capello is being recognized by the Animal Services Department. Keith and his students volunteer twice a week in the dog enrichment and walking team at the South Shelter in Bonita. Their work in this program trains dogs on manners, social skills, and builds healthy relationships between humans and dogs. Keith's 900 hours of service over the past 6 years has helped dogs at the shelter find their forever homes. Congratulations, Keith. Our next volunteer is Sona Parikh, being recognized by the County Library. Over the last 4 years, Sona has contributed over 1,100 hours volunteering at the 4S Ranch Library. She is currently the treasurer for the branch's Friends of the Library. She was an integral part of the Friends of the Library Book Nook upgrade. Sona also researched other strategies for raising funds for the Friends, and during the COVID-19 pandemic closures, the Friends of the Library still managed to raise funds by pivoting to online sales. Sona also served on the Library Expansion Committee and tirelessly advocated for the ongoing library expansion project within the community. Congratulations, Sona. Bill Ring is being recognized by the Department of General Services. Bill is a licensed surveyor volunteering in the Asset Management Division. County departments and members of the public benefit from Bill's volunteer work, as he can provide quick responses to questions and inquiries, which allows the public and county departments to move forward with their project. Bill drafts responses to public inquiries, completes research on properties, prepares grant deeds, and answers questions about easements. He also maintains an inventory of properties that is used across real estate services, ensuring that the property inventory includes essential data that enables matching with the assessor recorder county clerk records. Bill has contributed 700 hours in volunteer work. Congratulations, Bill. Next are outstanding volunteers from the Health and Human Services Agency. Sharon Rudin is being recognized by Aging and Independent Services Ombudsman Program. Sharon responds to complaints and concerns regarding resident rights and care issues in long-term care facilities. She investigates reports of neglect and abuse in skilled nursing facilities, as well as assisted living facilities or residential care for the elderly. Sharon is responsive to the needs of the residents in long-term care and always provides documentation in a timely manner. She completes training requirements needed to maintain her ombudsman certification and was among the first to voluntarily return to her facilities to carry out her ombudsman duties during the COVID-19 pandemic. With almost 14 years of service, Sharon has volunteered close to 1,300 hours. Congratulations, Sharon. Sam Mandler and Mackenzie Saplatel are being nominated by the Behavioral Health Services East County Case Management Team. Sam and Kenzie have been student interns since the fall of 2021. During this time with the East County Case Management Team, Sam and Kenzie helped and supported clients with long-term mental health problems to maintain housing, obtain financial assistance, medical and psychiatric treatment, and assist clients to link with other community services such as education, support groups, and social programs. Sam and Kenzie each contributed 420 hours in volunteer work. Congratulations to Sam and Kenzie. Janet Roscoe is being recognized by the Behavioral Health Services Edgemoor Hospital. Janet is a huge asset to Edgemoor Hospital. Throughout this year, Janet continued her mission to provide excellent service for residents by providing donated items to be used for residents' activities. Without skipping a beat during the COVID-19 pandemic, Janet continued to assist the Therapeutic Recreation Department with daily programs and offering her exemplary skills to all. It was because of Janet's creative ways, many residents were able to feel connected to the community during the pandemic. For many years, Janet has been a pivotal person in coordinating the annual car show that connects residents with their local community. With her inviting personality, she has a natural ability to bring people together for a good cause. Janet has contributed a total of 1,440 hours of volunteer work. Congratulations, Janet. Michelle Sanfilippo is being recognized by Child Welfare Services. Michelle has volunteered for the Camp Connect program for the past year. Camp Connect is a public-private partnership between the County of San Diego, Child Welfare Services, and Promises to Kids. Michelle has volunteered at nearly every Camp Connect event since becoming a Promises to Kids volunteer and has quickly become a role model to youth and fellow volunteers. Her consistent positive attitude brings a warmness to everyone she encounters, and the youth are drawn to her presence. Michelle is always willing to jump in and be flexible during events. In 1 year, Michelle contributed a total of 138 hours of volunteer work. Congratulations, Michelle. Mary Nees is being recognized by the Child Welfare Services Foster Youth Mentor Program. Mary has been mentoring for over 6 years and has become a lifelong connection and support for 3 siblings. According to the youth social worker, the mentees have expressed their appreciation for having someone like Mary in their lives. Mary not only has shown her commitment to the youth she mentors, but consistently collaborates with the mentor liaison, the court-appointed special advocate, teachers, group home staff, and the youth social workers. In addition to being a significant figure in her mentees' lives, Mary has been supporting at-risk youth in the community. Mary has been instrumental in assisting social workers with placement stability for foster youth. Mary has contributed 616 hours of volunteer work. Congratulations, Mary. Zachary Hernandez is being recognized by the Homeless Solutions and Equitable Communities team. Zachary is unable to be here today, so Tatiana Etheridge is accepting on his behalf. Zachary volunteered for the Health and Human Services Agency in 2020 and 2021. During his time with the agency, he worked on several components of the community health workers' regional contracts, such as reaching potential contracting agencies, checking through all contracted social media channels to search for, highlight and record the social media posts that were required by the contracts. His diligence and hard work helped ensure the community was receiving accurate information and thus contributed to a region that is engaged, living healthy, safely, and thriving. His work impacted the contracts by providing the Department with insight and input into each contracted organization's deliverables. Zachary contributed a total of 150 hours in volunteer work. Congratulations, Zachary. The Medical Care Services Division is recognizing 4 volunteers, and I'd like to invite them all forward at this time. Dr. Cynthia Robertson, Camille Fitzpatrick, Dr. Lillian Harvey, and Dr. Willa Fields are Medical Reserve Corps volunteers with the healthcare sector for outreach and education. They participated in the academic detailing by zip code program to educate healthcare professionals and the public. They contacted healthcare practices directly to inform them of the constantly changing guidelines throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, provided available resources, and gave information on testing and treatment. In addition, they provided consultation to healthcare professionals and practices, which asked for additional support that required specific clinical expertise. In addition, they responded to inquiries from the COVID treatment inbox, providing the public with life-saving information about COVID-19 treatment and where to access pre- and post-exposure prophylaxis for immunocompromised individuals or individuals who have been exposed to COVID-19. Together, they contributed over 1,000 hours of volunteer work, with Dr. Cynthia contributing 480 hours, Camille contributing 100 hours, Dr. Harvey contributing 339 hours, and Dr. Fields contributing 110 hours. Congratulations to Dr. Robertson, Ms. Fitzpatrick, Dr. Harvey, and Dr. Fields. James Lepanto is being recognized by Public Health Services. James has been significantly involved in the Health Services Advisory Board, or HSAB, over the past 8 years. Additionally, he has spent 5 of those 8 years as the chair of the HSAB. James has used his leadership position to create an atmosphere of inclusion among board members, county staff, and the public. This has led to positive working relationships and noteworthy results from the HSAB and its efforts with the county. James always seeks to identify partners to strengthen strategies for improving the health of citizens in San Diego County. Moreover, his understanding and appreciation of all people that support the HSAB and its success has led to further engagement and investment among members and partners. James has contributed over 500 hours of volunteer work. Congratulations, James. Calvin Cabading is being recognized by Public Health Services and the California Children's Services Branch. Calvin started his volunteer work with the branch at the San Diego South Medical Therapy Unit in January 2019. The Medical Therapy Unit provides physical and occupational therapy services to children with physical disabilities. His regular activities include organizing the therapy areas, laundry, and sanitizing all mats and therapy equipment. These activities are a critical aspect of daily operations at the unit. His care and respect for clients is demonstrated by his friendly interactions and excellent customer service attitude to both internal and external customers. Calvin has contributed a total of 220 hours of volunteer work. Congratulations, Calvin. The Parks and Recreation Department would like to recognize Mike Broom. Mike is passionate about volunteering and being a park host at Rancho Guajome Adobe. He provides excellent customer service to everyone he meets. He has extensively studied the history of the park and is great at guiding tours and answering inquisitive questions from visitors. Mike has been instrumental in several extensive Adobe repairs and whitewashing projects. When it comes to this type of work, he keeps history alive in the walls at Rancho Guajome Adobe by performing the work with historically accurate techniques and materials. During the Day of the Dead event and Christmas holiday events, Mike is instrumental in ensuring these events go smoothly. Mike has contributed a total of 4,680 hours in volunteer work. Congratulations, Mike. The Office of the Public Defender is recognizing 2 volunteers. Sierra Torres is an investigative intern, assisted with multiple tasks such as research, conducting court records checks, serve subpoenas, and obtain confidential records. These efforts have saved countless hours of investigative time. When the court started reopening during the pandemic, Sierra joined the first cohort of interns to return to the offices. Sierra assisted criminal investigators in various active homicide cases by supporting investigators in the field, reviewing and organizing evidence, all with a smile. Sierra's efforts have assisted in seeking justice and favorable outcomes for the many clients represented by the office. Sierra has contributed a total of 700 hours in volunteer work. And Grace McCall volunteers in the Collaborative Court and Fresh Start Unit. She works with the attorneys in the various collaborative courts. Grace is empathetic, compassionate, and is amazing at getting along with everyone she meets. She has a unique ability to relate with clients, make them feel special and seen. Grace also helps individuals clear their records through the Fresh Start Unit, which allows those clients to move forward in their lives despite their past mistakes. Grace has volunteered 250 hours. Congratulations to Sierra and Grace. The Department of Child Support Services is recognizing 2 volunteers, and I'd like to invite them both forward at this time. Lauren Trinrud and Juliana Oxney have assisted department attorneys in all aspects of the child support litigation process. These duties consist of preparing ex parte applications, case preparation for daily court calendars, and corresponding with parties and attorneys. Lauren observed court hearings and settlement negotiations and corresponded with parties and attorneys on child support cases. Lauren contributed an abundant amount of time in researching and writing responses to pleadings with the motions response team and researching relevant statutory case law for child support hearings. Lauren has contributed a total of 214 hours in volunteer work. Juliana dedicated time in researching and writing motions and researching and preparing memorandums of law. Juliana completed multiple important research projects during her internship. She was also an integral part of the motions response team and provided invaluable contributions to the department during her internship. Juliana volunteered a total of 210 hours during her internship. Congratulations to Juliana and Lauren. Lavon Schuler is being recognized by the Sheriff's Department. Lavon serves as the Sheriff's Senior Volunteer Patrol Program Administrator for both the Santee and Lakeside stations. She is responsible for the administration, management, and training of 22 volunteers. Their station responses have included traffic control and support for the recent Santee and Lakeside aircraft crashes. Lavon coordinates the daily senior volunteer patrol deployments, vacation checks, and manages the station's You Are Not Alone program, providing daily phone calls and visits to homebound seniors. She also assists the Sheriff's Crime Lab with general administrative duties several times a month. Lavon also coordinates a special team of volunteers trained to drive the mobile command post. Since 2015, Lavon has contributed over 5,000 hours to the department. Congratulations, Lavon. Devonna Hall is being recognized by the University. Devonna Hall is being recognized by the University of California Cooperative Extension. Devonna has done an excellent job in managing the Public Outreach Committee while navigating various obstacles throughout the pandemic. She provided the Master Gardeners with unwavering support, as well as keeping them engaged and energized so they can provide gardening outreach and education to the public in new and creative ways. Devonna has contributed a total of 2,100 hours of volunteer work over the past 12 years. Congratulations, Devonna. Let's give one more round of applause for all of our volunteers today. Thank you all for being here. For those watching on TV or social media, if you are inspired by these individuals and what they have done, the county has lots of volunteer opportunities just for you. Please visit our website at www.sandiegocounty.gov/volunteer to find volunteer opportunities throughout the county. I want to thank County Volunteer Coordinator Marilyn Gines and her team for organizing this event. Thank you to the County Communications Office for their work with this event, and thank you to the County Supervisors for supporting volunteerism. Again, thanks to all of you for your outstanding contributions to the residents of this county, and thank you for being here today.
With that, we extend our eternal grace and appreciation to all of you, and we look forward to seeing you back in the future. One final round of applause for all of our incredible volunteers. And with that, we will take a brief 10-minute recess to allow the chambers to reset, and we will reconvene at 9:45 to begin our Board of Supervisors meeting. 9:45.